three coming up.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. For the Brooklyn Nets.
Joe Harris trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Knocked loose. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Miami's got it. Screen coming. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
To the end of today's game, and claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. To the rim. To Randolph. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And counted at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce.
Oh. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Randolph. Rondé Hollis Jefferson pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Burke with it. Down a bundle. Screen coming. To Butler. For three. Not that time. He misses. Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Burke with it. His guy's down big. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Randolph. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
And the nice finish at the rim.
Yes, sir.
Burke with it. He'll run the offense to Butler. Here comes the screen. Deep two there, won't go. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a... Three-point play.
Sadler, that's his second personal foul. Team foul.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. It's the Heat with the possession. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Count the basket inside.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Deep left corner. Has a chance. Just not going down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Butler. Curling inside. Short jumper won't fall. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Dion Waiters He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Come here.
4-3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Butler to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. And scores. Strong take.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
To Dinwiddie.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Off the assist.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
I missed it, I missed it.
Here we go, here we go.
To Butler. To the rim. Lays it up and in. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Whoa! What a finish!
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Bam Adebayo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 72%. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Fires the 3. Not easy.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
And scores.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Trap, 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 trap.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Waiters. Around the perimeter. The rebound cleared by the Nets. And count the basket.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
To Waiters. Trying to cash in. And a putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Waiters. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, you been
This
in the
type of
gym,
game
huh?
needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
He'd have the basketball. Berg's shot off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth.
Substitutions. Stepping in for Miami, number 22, Jimmy
Butler to Dragic. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Udonis Haslem. And the finish. Jay, it counts for 2, but that was pretty.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Good. Off a spin.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
To Hollis Jefferson. Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good, so they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is.
Yeah, keep him here, keep him here.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Has a look. No good. Dragic with the basketball. His guys down big, and a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Dragic wide open, knocks it down.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Short jumper stays out.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short on the shot.
And count the basket inside.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Hollis Jefferson. Jimmy Butler snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
The screen sets him up for two.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Working it outside. He'd get control. Dragic to Butler. Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, if I had that kind of vertical, I'd be throwing it off the glass and showing out. But the coaching staff is probably okay with an easy lay right there.
Add 2 points to the board. Dragic into the front court. Down a bundle. Not going to have it this time. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Dragic. Hollis Jefferson with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen.
Watch that cutter. I got the cutter. Watch the cutter. Watch the cutter.
5 to shoot for Miami. Dragic cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Scores from the post.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
Butler into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nets have the basketball to Dinwiddie.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm here.
Swings it.
Shoot it.
From long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Dragic. They'll go to Butler down low. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
When you look at these highlights, you can. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.